All right, so today we're diving into something pretty wild. We're talking about the gaming world.
Okay.
And specifically, how Elon Musk and his whole xAI venture
Right.
are maybe going to shake things up.
Yeah.
They've had this whole
I've heard about
"Make
this.
games great again" slogan, which
Yeah, it's
definitely
right.
attention-grabbing. Yeah, it raises some eyebrows for sure. But we're looking at this piece from Text to Collado today.
Okay.
And
Interesting.
it seems like
Yeah.
this whole xAI moving into gaming
Mhm.
is like more than just them trying to,
Right.
make money or whatever.
Right.
It's like they're making a statement.
It's like a whole philosophy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It is. So the source is saying that xAI is coming in,
Yeah.
and they're saying that modern gaming kind of
Yeah.
lost its way.
It's interesting how they frame it. Like they're saying that games today are more about pushing
Yeah, messenger sign.
a message rather than just being fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually call out a couple of specific games.
Oh, really?
Like
what?
Dragon Age, Veilguard,
Oh, okay.
and Concord.
Okay.
And they're saying that some players
Yeah.
felt like those games,
They were too preachy or something.
yeah, like the story, the narrative,
Yeah.
kind of overshadowed the actual gameplay.
Right. Right.
Which I've definitely heard that.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff online too.
Yeah, some people online saying that some games are
Yeah.
feeling preachy or whatever.
Yeah.
But is that a common feeling among
I don't know. That's a good question.
the whole gaming community? Or is that just like a small...
Yeah, like a vocal minority.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think?
It's hard to say, really. I mean, gamers are such a diverse group, right?
Yeah, that's true.
It's hard to generalize, but I think what's important here is that xAI is clearly tapping into something.
Right.
Like, there's a certain group of players who feel like, they
Yeah.
want games that are just about fun.
Yeah.
Just about the joy of playing.
Yeah, no, totally. And they're saying that AI is the key to getting back to that.
Right.
The source was talking about how
Yeah.
xAI wants to use AI to create these massive procedurally generated worlds.
Yeah, like imagine.
Did you even imagine playing Skyrim?
Yeah.
Like
But the world is infinite.
infinite and always changing? Like,
Yeah, well.
is that even possible?
I mean, it's becoming more and more possible.
Really?
Yeah, and we're already seeing it in some games. Think about No Man's Sky, for example.
Oh, yeah.
That whole universe is procedurally generated.
Right.
I mean, it definitely had its problems when it first came out.
Yeah.
But the potential is there.
Yeah.
And it seems like xAI wants to take that concept even further.
Right.
Like really focus on creating these dynamic worlds that feel unique to each player.
Okay, so it's not just about the world, like the map itself.
Right.
The article also mentions adaptive narratives.
Oh, yeah.
So the story actually changes
Based on your choices.
based on your choices. So it's not just a different map.
Whoa.
It's a different story.
For every player.
It's what play it, potentially.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the AI is almost acting as like a dungeon master.
Yeah, exactly.
Like crafting the story as you go.
Yeah, in real
Based
time.
on what you're doing in the game.
That's the dream, right?
That's insane.
A truly personalized gaming experience.
Okay, so we kind of have to talk about this.
Okay.
The
elephant in the room.
the Make Games Great Again slogan.
Right, yeah.
I mean,
It's provocative.
provocative is a good word for it. Some people might even call it,
Divisive.
divisive. What do you think about that?
It's definitely a loaded phrase.
Yeah,
And it's clearly meant to get attention and appeal to a specific type of gamer.
right.
But I think it's worth thinking about what's behind that sentiment,
Yeah.
Like, is there a genuine desire out there for games that focus more on the core mechanics,
Right.
the challenge, the escapism? Maybe it's not really about going back in time,
Yeah.
but about rediscovering what makes games engaging in the first place.
Yeah, it's a really good point. It's
Yeah.
not necessarily about like, the politics of games or whatever.
Right.
But about finding that balance between a good story
Yeah.
and just pure fun.
Yeah, the entertainment factor.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the source seems to be saying that xAI is basically forcing the industry to pick a side.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, are you going for a game with, thought-provoking messages or pure, unadulterated fun?
So they're saying you have to choose.
Yeah, but isn't that kind of a false choice?
Yeah, I mean, can't a game be both?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So can a game have, like,
Complex themes.
complex themes, make you think,
Mm-hmm.
but also be a really fun, amazing gaming experience?
Yeah, that's the real question.
Yeah.
And I think that comes down to how those elements are integrated into the game. If it feels forced or preachy,
Yeah,
it's going to take away from the experience.
totally.
But if it's waving in seamlessly,
Yeah.
if it feels natural and connected to the world and the gameplay, then it can actually add a lot of depth and meaning.
Yeah, make it a richer experience overall.
Exactly.
So it seems like xAI is really like shaking things up here.
Yeah, they're definitely making waves.
Bringing for these AI-driven experiences, prioritizing player choices.
Yeah,
And going back to, or at least they say they are,
right.
going back to what they see as like,
The core values of gaming.
yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out.
Oh, for sure.
Will they actually be able to deliver on these promises?
Right.
Will other companies follow their lead?
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, it's up to the players to decide what matters most to them.
Exactly. This could be like a huge turning point for the whole gaming world.
It could be.
I mean, what do you want the future of gaming to look like?
That's the question, isn't it?
Would you be excited about a game world that's constantly changing and evolving?
Yeah.
Or do you prefer something more,
More curated.
yeah, handcrafted?
Yeah.
We want to know what you think.
Let us know your thoughts.
Yeah, let's keep this conversation going.
Definitely.
Hit us up online. Let us know what you'd like to see in the future of gaming.
Absolutely. We'd love to hear from you.
All right, that's all the time we have for today's deep dive. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, everyone.
We'll catch you next time.
See you later.